So I have never really been somebody who has subscribed to the whole idea of having a personal style. And it's not because I think I'm like too cool for it or anything. I just always felt like personal style and having a defined personal style meant I needed to be put into a box and there was no room for growth or creativity or expression. So over the past few months, and honestly since I started this channel, I have wanted to learn more about personal style because I knew that I was an outlier. So to help me expand my mind a little bit on personal style and just immerse myself into it a little bit more, get the preconceived notions out of my head, I decided to pick up Alison Bornstein's book, Wear It Well. Yes, I got it on my Kindle. Leave a comment down below if you're a Kindle reader. So I read the whole book and the whole thing was great. But where I really wanted to focus my attention on was the 3-word method, which maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. We're talking all about it today. So today I'm gonna be sharing with you what I learned from the book to help discover your 3 words. I'm gonna share with you my 3 words, of course, and ultimately just talk with you guys about how this really helped me move away from the idea that personal style is linear and it needs to be in a box and that I have no room for anything else other than one aesthetic. Maybe you feel the same way, maybe you don't. Regardless, I know this video is gonna help you out. If you wanna see more content on how to explore your style in a mindful way, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and if you need a little extra style support, make sure you follow the link in the description for the Feeling Good Style Club. I would love to see you there. And without further ado, let's get into the 3-word method. Let's talk about it. I'm excited. Let's stop rambling. Let's go. So the first step to learning your 3 words that Alison writes about in her book is to meditate on it. Now, I do think that this step is really important, but I'm not gonna dive into it too much because I wanna get to the other juicier steps. I do think that this is really important just to come to terms with the realistic version of yourself that you want to be. Not a fantasy self, we're talking realistic here. I will leave a link in the description below for the book if you want to buy it and you want to do the meditation, because it is really important to understand kind of the direction you want to take. The 3-word method isn't necessarily about who you are right now. There's definitely different parts to it, so we're gonna get into that. So for me, when I did the meditation, when I envisioned myself, I saw somebody who felt empowered, who looked polished, who had some subtle statement-making pieces or subtle statement-making techniques. Basically somebody who just has it together, effortless, that kind of thing. So make sure that you are getting a good understanding of a realistic version of you that you would like to step into. That is definitely gonna help you out with the next few steps. The next step to finding your 3 words is to make a list of words that reflect your style interests. And you can do this in a couple of ways. You can either reference the word wheel that is in the back of the book, or you can find a list of style adjectives online, or honestly, go to ChatGPT and ask for a list of 100 words to describe different styles or something. The word wheel that she provides is fantastic. I think it's a really great jumping off point, but there were a couple that I decided to add that weren't on the word wheel, so there's no rules here. You do whatever you want. Here are all of the words I came up with. The first word is whimsical, romantic, neutral, polished, flowy, sophisticated, casual, comfortable, practical, simple, we have a lot of O's going on here, playful, undone, intentional, curated, relaxed, understated. This is a lot of words, obviously, but these are the ones that really resonate with me in terms of what I think my style interests are, whether it's reflected in my closet currently or whether it's something that I aspire to have. So whatever words resonate with you, I recommend writing down like maybe 10 to 15 of them. And this is going to be your own personal word bank for narrowing down your 3 words. So then Alison breaks down how to identify each of the 3 words. So let's get into that. So for the first word, Alison describes this as your practical word. This is a word that reflects all of the regular pieces in your clothes, the items that you are wearing the most often. And she talks about this a little bit more in her book, so if you want any more detail on this, again, recommend getting the book. Now, when I am looking at my regulars, I am wearing a lot of pretty standard items. I have t-shirts, I have trousers, I have blazers, I have jeans, I have tank tops. And to me, all of these items are very simple. They have longevity, they have versatility. And when I look at these pieces in my wardrobe, and the whole reason I put them in there is because I'm able to maximize their bandwidth to the fullest extent. So for me, my first word, drum roll please. I can't do that. Can you guys make that noise? So my first word is definitely simple. I am a simple stylist? Dresser? I'm a simple dresser. Let's just say that. Now, when I was first doing this on my own, I was like, cool, so I'm boring. I am so boring. I'm basic. I don't have a lick of creativity. And then I read the next sentence in the book, which says, your second word, this is where things get truly exciting. And I was like, okay, perfect. Let's add some excitement. So for your second word, this is something aspirational. She says, and I quote, the second word is a scintillating place where creativity, curiosity, and growth come into play. Now, I have been actively working on my creativity and my expression when it comes to my style, and more specifically, I've been doing this with different styling techniques. I haven't really gone out and bought new expressive or creative pieces just because I want to try to make use with what I have in my closet and really put myself to the test. And while I think that maybe some new expressive pieces would help my creativity a little bit more, at the end of the day, I don't think it's about the individual items that you have in your closet, but it's about what you do with them. And to be honest with you, I found that this word was a little bit difficult for me to narrow down. And that's because there are just so many things I want to emulate in my style, in my wardrobe. At first, I was thinking romantic, but then I was like, that's not really something I aspire to be all of the time, maybe like 50% of the time. And then I was thinking whimsical, and I was like, well, I don't really know about that either. And then I was thinking undone, but I was like, but I don't want to be too undone. There was just so many things going on in my head. And then I finally realized it. I decided I needed 2 second words instead of 1. So with that, my second words, my aspirational words, are effortlessly cool. So for me, this is something that I want to keep striving towards, no matter the type of item I'm wearing, whether it's a really feminine floral dress or whether it's a graphic tee and jeans. I want to look so put together that I look so effortless that I look cool. Does that make sense? I want to look effortlessly cool all of the time, even if I've put a ton of effort into my outfit. So that is my second word. I think that the second word is honestly the most exciting, so have fun with it. There are no rules. If you want 2 words, go for it. Who cares? This is all about you, your closet, and getting to know your style and essentially the goals for your style. Now for your third word, this is how you want to feel in your clothes. So in the book, she basically talks about what is your definition of power. Now for me, the ultimate goal every single time I get dressed, no matter what, is to be comfortable. Comfy is key for me. I cannot exist in an outfit that is either too tight or uncomfortable somewhere or itchy or anything. But comfort to me also means on the inside too. I want to make sure that I'm feeling comfortable to walk out of the house in what I'm wearing. There's definitely been times where I've taken bigger risks with outfits and I kind of regret it because I walk outside of the house and I'm like, I'm not super comfortable wearing this. So all to say, my third word is comfortable. So there we have it. My 3 words, or I guess 4 words technically, are simple, effortlessly cool, and comfortable. Now, whether you did this process while you've been watching this video or you're gonna do it later, I do wanna talk about how the 3-word method can help your style in the long run. So for me, I have found that defining my 3 words has helped provide a little bit more clarity within my style. And it has helped me move away from that idea that I am put in a box if I define my personal style. I am somebody who generally prefers a guideline for pretty much every single thing in life. And I found that since the few weeks that I've read this book and I've done my 3-word method and have implemented it into my closet when I'm getting dressed, I have found that it's provided me with a really nice almost type of foundation to base my outfits on, like a really nice structure. It helps me not overcomplicate things. I really like the 3-word method because I think it allows us to dive into different dimensions of ourselves instead of being forced to fit into one specific aesthetic. I feel like that was kind of what I was taught for a majority of my life. Just growing up, being interested in fashion, working in the fashion industry my entire career, and just having the brain that I have, I felt very restricted. But now that I know my 3 words, I feel much more fluid within my style choices. Now, I definitely don't think that these 3 words are gonna be my 3 words forever. If I did this 5 to 10 years ago, my words would have been very, very different. And when I do this 5 to 10 years from now, or whenever I feel like my style is evolving, the words are probably gonna be different too. Except comfortable. I feel like I'm always just gonna be a comfy girl. It's just how I roll. It is truth. So I do think that this is also a really great method to potentially return to over time, especially if you feel your style shifting and you're not entirely sure what to do about it. I definitely think that the 3-word method can help you get on the right track to a little bit more of a streamlined style. Oh no. That's the end of the video. Now that I have my microphone, I can't do my clap at the end. All right, you guys, that is the end of the video. Leave a comment down below. What are your 3 words? I would love to know. Seriously, like, it is so fun. I've been watching people on Reddit share their words. I've been watching people on YouTube obviously share their words. It is so much fun. And honestly, shout out to Allison. Like, she killed it with this method. And I think that the impact of the 3-word method is something that's going to help people for generations to come. So I'll give you some snaps, Allison. I can't clap with the mic. As always, thank you so much for watching. I am so appreciative of your support, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.